Hey everybody, so we are going to cook a pantry meal today. Everything's going to be shelf stable, so we are going to do some au gratin potatoes. We are going to do some green beans. I'm going to add some of our home canned bacon bits and seasonings, dehydrated onion. For the potatoes, we'll be using shelf-stable milk, home canned butter, and we are going to make crispy pork chops from our freeze-dried pork chops. So I have some water here. These are resealable packages. You want to make sure you don't use that. Let's see if I can. That one's broken. So we're going to do 3. So he has 1 for dinner, 1 for lunch, and I have 1 for dinner. So there's 3, and there are 6 more in here, so you get 9 pork chops. Turn it around. It says it only takes a few minutes. These are raw, uncooked pork chops. So I'm going to let those soak for a few minutes, and when we get ready to put the meal together, I'll be back. Okay, we are going to start the green beans. Some bacon bits. A little garlic powder. Some minced onion. Onion powder, some pepper, and a smidge of salt. Going to let that do its thing. Now, these seem pretty well hydrated. So I'm going to mix my milk and some raw egg, and then we'll be back. Okay, I've got everything ready to coat my pork chops, but we're going to get our potatoes ready. No dogs in the kitchen. Use my handy dandy. Au gratin. It's been raining all day. Three-fourths of a cup of milk. I do my milk in these protein shakers. They have the balls, so they mix up really well. Three-fourths. I'm going to pop this in the Cuisinart. And if you haven't used one of these air fryer, toaster oven things, the directions say, what is it, 450 degrees. I'm going to do it at 350 because they get a lot hotter. And then I'll check it. Okay, everything's melted and dissolved. Pop that in. Okay, green beans are cooking. Potatoes are cooking. Clean up my mess as I go. Put that in the refrigerator for something else. Okay, so I have my egg. This is this, and it's 1 tablespoon of egg powder to 3 tablespoons of water. Excuse me. Put some flour. Some panko. And we're going to do this with shelf-stable foods just like you would if you were using everything from your freezer, fridge, what have you. I'm going to drain these off. I do with my fork. I'm going to season them up. I'm going to use some Lowry's. Garlic powder. You could use your Badia Complete. I like that too. Same thing on this side. Just treat it the same way you would your fresh pork chops. So, oops. Going to dip them in the flour, shake it off. Egg. And our panko crumbs. One more. Panko. If you were going to do gravy, you could just use that flour you have left. And in the panko. Okay, get this out the way. Kind of messy with that flour. Okay, get our skillet on. I'm going to put some oil in here and let it get hot. Okay, cleaned up some of my mess. And there we go. By the time these are done, the potatoes should be done. When these are browned on one side, I'll turn them over. Our green beans are looking good, smelling good. So, this is our rainy day dinner, playing with the pantry. So as long as you have water, it'd be really nice to have some of these freeze-dried meats and such on the shelf. So when these are brown, I'll flip them over, show it to you before I take them out of the pan, and then we will taste this little pantry feast. Okay, here's our pork chops. Both sides nice and brown. You hear that? Crispy. So he gets his crispy pork chops. I'm going to set them there. These potatoes need to rest for a couple of minutes. Let the meat rest. There. Green bean spoon. As soon as those are ready to serve up, I will dip everything up. Okay, I'm going to make hubby's plate, and he's going to do a taste test for you all. Oops, I just broke his crust off. The best part. Green beans, we already know these are good because I kind of do them this way frequently anyways. So there's his plate. Okay, your plate's ready if you want to come try this. Okie dokie. Yeah. Pork chops shouldn't be too bad.
Which one am I supposed to take a test of?
This one, this is
cut it.
Cut it. Okay, now he's going to give you an honest opinion. He's chewing it very well.
It's as good as what you get fresh.
Did you hear that, everybody? It's as good as what you'd get fresh. So, I'm going to take him his plate. So that is our prepper pantry, everything
That is
stored.
shocking to me, though.
Did you hear that, you guys? That is shocking to him, though. So, that is our dinner, and if you have any questions, post them down below. Just thought we'd check out some products, and yeah, you all stay safe, you stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video.